UST minutes after Nicole Simpson was murdered, O.J. Simpson broke down and confessed to boyhood pal A.C. Al Cowlings. "I've done something terrible," RadarOnline.com can reveal. "I didn't mean to do it," Simpson told his lifelong pal during a phone call made shortly after the grisly killings. "I didn't mean for things to turn out this way." A distraught Cowlings repeated the astonishing confession to girlfriend Jennifer Peace, a former porn star who broke her silence in an interview on the eve of her September 2nd appearance before a Los Angeles grand jury investigating Cowlings' connections to the case. RadarOnline.com met with Peace at 3 different L.A. hotels and spent several days talking to her about the revelations Cowlings shared with her, revelations that began even before the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and waiter Ronald Goldman, and climaxed with the shocking confession. It was on a Monday, only 3 days after A.C. had been arrested with O.J. after leading police on that freeway chase, said Peace 23. "I had been watching it on TV and talking on the phone to two of A.C.'s friends. I knew Well had been telling me for weeks before the murders happened. He said O.J. hadn't been acting like himself." Peace, who worked under the name Devon Shire in X-rated films, said Cowlings first brought up a concern about O.J. during a tryst several days before the murders. And she still remembers Cowlings' exact words. "I'm worried about O.J. He's been really distracted lately and keeps flying into rages about Nicole. He's not himself. I'm afraid of what he's capable of." Peace continued. A.C. said O.J. had become obsessed with Ron Goldman after he saw him driving Nicole's Ferrari and was stalking him, trying to get him alone so he could intimidate him and make him stop seeing Nicole. Al said, "O.J. was out one night following Ron, and he kept calling me from all these different places, either from phone booths or a car phone, saying that he was behind Ron every step of the way." Al then told me he had loaned O.J. his black leather gloves. This was all before the murders, so I didn't think anything of it. 8 days after the murders, Peace said she joined Cowlings in room 406 at the Radisson Bel Air Summit Hotel, less than 2 miles from the crime scene on Bundy Drive in Brentwood. RadarOnline.com learned Cowlings checked into the hotel in the early hours of June 21st, handing over a $250 cash deposit for the room. Later the same day, he was handed back $90.94 in cash, after charges for the room, parking, one local phone call, and drinks from a minibar totaled $159.06. During their assignation, Cowlings told Peace that O.J. had called him up on June 12th, the night of the killings, incoherent and babbling about doing something awful. Peace recounted, A.C. kept saying she didn't deserve that. She was a good mother, a nice lady. She shouldn't have been killed that way. I know Nicole used to push O.J.'s buttons, because they would have these terrible public fights where she would humiliate him by saying, "I can't believe I married a lowlife and asterisk like you. It's not worth it." But she didn't deserve that. Then A.C. said something that just made the hair stand up on my head. O.J. called me the night of the murders hysterical, freaking out. He kept saying over and over, "I didn't mean to do it. I've done something terrible. I didn't mean for things to turn out this way." Peace said she asked Cowlings, "Do you think O.J. did it?" A.C. just nodded his head sadly and said, "I didn't think things would go this far. I didn't expect him to do this. I don't think O.J. knew what he was doing." Then he said, "I hope those weren't my gloves that they found over there." I asked A.C. what happened to the knife. He said, "Don't worry, they'll never find it. Trust me, they'll never find it. It's in the water somewhere." He wouldn't say anything more about it. I realized then that A.C. was telling me that O.J. had committed the murders and that he knew all about it. In addition to her grand jury testimony, Peace has done a series of interviews, including talking with Time Magazine and LA TV station KCBS, for which she was not paid. She has also spoken to the TV tabloid show Hard Copy. Earlier, she did an interview with Fox TV's A Current Affair, in which she spoke only of her relationship with Cowlings. In her interview with Time, Peace said Cowlings had told her O.J. was guilty, but that when he went to Nicole's apartment, he didn't go there to kill Nicole. He had a knife on him, and he got so angry, he went into a rage and almost blacked out over what happened. She also said Cowlings told her O.J. hated Goldman with a passion, and that the murder weapon sleeps with fishes, meaning it was tossed into a body of water. But the interview with RadarOnline.com is the first time she has spoken in such depth about what Cowlings knew and when he knew it. In the hotel, after his shattering admission about the night of the murders, Peace said Cowlings started talking about the infamous car chase, adding, he said they started out with the intention of driving to Nicole's grave in Orange County, but as soon as they started heading south on 405, O.J. started spitting out all these wild escape plans. Peace went on, I had $7,000 on him that I know wasn't his. I know that the money wasn't his, because AC is so poor he couldn't even pay for dinner when we went out on dates. AC said O.J. was frantically trying to figure out a way to escape the law, saying, let's get on a plane. Let's take a boat, get out of the country, go to Mexico. And AC was sitting there, trying to be calm, telling O.J. there was just no way they were going to be able to sneak off, because at the time they were both listening to the radio and knew that the police and everyone in the world was looking for them. If there had been a way to escape, AC would have bent over backward to make it work, because O.J. is his best friend in the world, right or wrong. Then a police car got behind them and turned its lights on, and O.J. jumped in the back seat, grabbed the gun, and held it to his chest. From that point on, AC was fighting to save his friend's life. He kept saying, please don't do this. Nobody knows you're guilty. We'll get you a good lawyer. You'll still be able to walk away from all this. When authorities learned of her romantic involvement with Cowlings, Peace was taken in for questioning on September 1st, after 7 LAPD homicide detectives and 2 assistant district attorneys converged on her tiny 2-bedroom West Hollywood duplex.